I think that the choreography part of my job was to support the material and elevate the material and, you know, me with my eye just structure the numbers differently than they had been before. You know, there wasn't dance music yet. There wasn't, the numbers didn't build in the same sort of way that they build now because there wasn't someone on board to do that part of it yet.
His choreography has been so right on the money in terms of physicalizing what the Mormon faith is. He gets that bubbly, optimistic, utopian dance.
You know, 2x2 is one of the first things I choreographed, and it came so easily to me. Just the cheesiness of like theme park choreography came too easily for me, actually. But what was interesting is that vocabulary worked so well for those Mormon boys that I think that as we started going, we ended up putting more of it in the show because it just fit that and it felt right. And it sort of universally fit the show. So by the time everyone comes together at the end, they're all doing cheesy theme park choreography at the end of the show. And I think it really ended up being a good physical vocabulary for the show, which I don't think, I know I didn't intend coming in, and I don't think Trey did either. But then once we started seeing that, he's like, oh yeah, you know when you do that 2x2 stuff, why don't you put some of that in All American? You know, I thought we'll do that, and it just sort of gave the show a dance vocabulary.
Matt and Trey and Bobby have written an honest-to-goodness Broadway musical. They do respect the form, and it is in the form, and there are many inside jokes about that. So clearly they love musicals and they know what they are. Casey being a choreographer and before then a performer, now a choreographer director, he knows these musicals, and so he knows how to make one number look like The Music Man. He knows how to reference Lion King and that choreography.
The whole pageant we do in Act 2 is a total riff on Uncle Tom's Cabin from King and I, and that I think is fantastic. And I think also the recognizability, what we're spoofing there is really good to make audiences feel comfortable in the traditional sense while adding all that other stuff on top of it.
The whole dance that goes on behind the scenes, you know, the whole, I mean, for me, I've never even had to think about how someone's gonna come on and go off and they're gonna dance this way and then this set's gonna come in and they're gonna go around here, around the back and go under the stage like that. And honestly, I'd just as soon never have to learn that stuff because I'm just too old to be learning new things right now.
I don't know what I taught them. I hope I taught them something, but I feel like I taught them, you know, just about, you know, about movement, and not just about choreography, but about choreography and moving the scenes too with that. You know, not just about the dances, but about just sort of the way that a show flows.
Thanks to Casey, we were able to just focus, you know, on creative stuff and directing wise, just making sure that the comedy was working and that the songs were the way we wanted them.
Where I was doing 2 jobs as director and choreographer, he was doing 2 jobs as a director and writer. So basically, I was doing the stage stuff and he was doing the writing stuff, but we were both the directing part is where we came together. So I would sort of get it on his feet, and then he'd come in and we'd talk about it together. And if there are things he felt like he was missing as a writer, he'd go talk to the actors about that.
For me, directing, and the reason I'm always just using myself and Matt or whatever as actors, is because I'm very good at big picture. I'm very good at the meta idea and the meta, seeing the whole thing. But Casey's very good at the little, you know, making sure all the little things add up to that.